Leaving people behind is natural, and in this video I will explain to you why you shouldn't cling to your past in form of childhood friendships and other relationships. So this topic was inspired by a conversation I had with a friend. We were talking about different stages of personal growth, and I was trying to paint a picture how there are different types of pyramids that we are trying to climb up, societal and personal. Obviously we humans have very basic needs like physiological ones, eating food, having a shelter over your head, bonds and relationships with other people. And as we grow, as we satisfy those needs, we try to seek something more deeper and meaningful to live for. And I was talking about the societal pyramid. The societal pyramid refers to you making something out of yourself. In a way, you serve the community, gain status and recognition. You finish your school, you attend university, you get a job, and yada yada. You understand my point. But then there's a private pyramid that you have to climb up. And when I say you have to, it's because it's innate in us. And if we're not growing, we're regressing. There's some kind of biological special ache in us where we cannot sit still and become restless when we feel that something out there is happening without our participation. And when we're not included, we're missing out. Bottom line, as we become more content with our physiological needs and focus more on our personal growth, we come to a point where we have to find a balance between financing our personal growth with our societal growth. As you create more value, become more financially stable, you create new opportunities to enable your personal growth in a much deeper sense. You enable the evolution of your consciousness. The trick here is that the more knowledge you accumulate, the pickier you become, both with your life situation and with people that you surround yourself with. You become ego invested in everything, your worldviews, your ideologies, your social circle. If you look back, you will realize that you are much more snobbier today than you were in your teenage years. Speaking from a personal perspective, when I was a teenager, I was hanging out with people without any ambition for material wealth or knowledge, wisdom. Today I couldn't hang out with such people, not because I see myself above them, but because there wouldn't be any kind of personal transaction in terms of self-improvement and growth. One of my old friends have tried to reach out to me. You know the feeling when friends from good old days reach out to you and you don't know what to say and how to explain that you have nothing in common anymore. You either learn easy way or the hard way. The easier way would be understand why would people come together, make amends with separation with people, which demands a lot of courage and high self-esteem to understand that, to grasp that. The hard way is to become traumatized, left behind, and feel discarded, after which you come to a realization that people come and go. You leave behind friends that don't stimulate you in the same way anymore, because your destination has changed and you have a certain point to move towards. You leave behind interests that don't stimulate you in the same way that they did before. They don't contribute to your personal growth, and neither do they help to take you to the point that you want to be at. Now, I sound like a misanthrope, and maybe I was at a point in life, but it's total opposite today. I had somewhat a detached personality growing up. Not that I think those kind of things are static, because personality changes all the time. It's the consequence of our great ability to adapt to our surroundings. I clearly kept a distance from people, yet yearned for deeper connection, for deeper bonds. Because personally, I wasn't much for superficial hangouts. Now it's a totally different ballgame. You have to appreciate all types of encounters that you experience in life, and every person that walks into your life has something to contribute, whether it's on a shallow level, superficial level, or in a deeper level. Some people make you laugh more. Other people help you to grow your business. We come together so we can serve each other. Take the evolution a step further, helping the consciousness to expand and grow. What I'm trying to say is that you, me, we all are trying to mold others into becoming this perception of what we want them to be. A very toxic and egotistical attitude, of course. Like taking coarse diamonds and trying to shape them into something that is more shiny and aesthetically pleasing. When that fails, which will surely happen, we suffer and blame others. Everyone has their faults besides us. We become totally blinded that we're non-complementary pieces in a machinery that doesn't work. Clearly doesn't work. Like gears that don't suit together. Ego is a very sneaky phenomenon. As we grow, as we attain more knowledge, get a picture of who we are and what we represent, we become more rigid in our opinions. And we become adverse to welcoming something new into our consciousness. Changes, new ideas, perspectives. That's why it's so traumatic to make a transformation in life. Same principle applies to our relationships with people, where we justify why we haven't gotten rid of certain toxic people in our social circle. We cling for those old relationships that doesn't serve us anymore because our ego fears losing part of itself, which is not true, of course. It's an illusion that we create in our head. We become these mental hoarders of information and memories, and getting rid of those people would mean killing off a part of yourself. As we move along in society and become more individualistic and somehow communal, in a twisted manner, because it becomes centralized more and more and globalized, we stop being dependent directly on our social circle. If you want a job, apply for it. If you want a food, go to the market. If you want to repair your shoes, go to the shoemaker. Your interpersonal relationships won't affect the quality of your life in that way. Everything is about pesetas, which also positively enables the fact that we don't have to endure toxic relationships and choose our social circle in a way that aligns with our personal growth. See it as a tree with different branches, and you represent one of them. First, at the shaft, all of us are together. Then, as we grow, become more wise and conscious, we start to separate from each other and find our own path in this life. And don't worry, when you reach that point, you will realize that this loneliness isn't that bad at all. You will feel more alive and together with others when you become stable and self-sufficient in yourself. When you let go of everything and everyone, the whole planet becomes your home and family. I have a video on friendships and wasting your time with the wrong people. You're welcome to check it out. It's a good one. How long have you been friends with your oldest friend? Tell me in the commentary section. But for now, Hossein out.